I understand that it was really recent where I just updated my cash strategy like 2 weeks ago. But you see, there are so many promotions, so many good deals happening this month, and I just felt that it was time for an update. And of course, if you do not want to miss all these updates, then join us at our 10,000 over members Telegram group at Honey Money SG, where I will share the best deals at the fastest rate. Join us at Honey Money SG. Now let's start with my biggest cash position, and that is in Webull, specifically in the money market fund feature known as Moneybull by Webull, because I have 138,000 Singapore dollars placed inside this Moneybull. In fact, I funded my Webull account on 11 October, which is a Wednesday, and then the funds were processed on 12 October to buy in the money market fund, and 1 day later on 30th October, that is where I started to see daily returns on my Moneybull account. And if you're asking how much could you earn from Moneybull, as of the recording date, the 7 days annualized yield is around 3.7% per annum, which means for my 138,000 Singapore dollars portfolio, it is giving me around $14 per day. Why did I put such a large amount of money into Moneybull is mainly to take advantage of their previous promotion, whereby if you deposit a minimum of 100,000 US dollars and do not withdraw till the end of December, you will win a 3,000 US dollars cash voucher. And you see the effective holding period is around 2.5 months from the mid of October till the end of December. So I put in 138,000 Singapore dollars, which is slightly more than 100,000 US dollars equivalent. And I am expected to not withdraw any funds or any cash out of a Webull account in order to qualify for the 3,000 US dollars cash voucher. But you know, the sad thing is that the previous promotion is already over. Right now, the new Moneybull promotion is only available to new customers of Webull, where the maximum reward is 2,000 US dollars of cash voucher when you fund in 100,000 US dollars equivalent by 16 November 2023. Also, you will need to activate Moneybull to get the full rewards, and you need to hold these funds till 29 of February 2024. Which is an effective holding period of 3.5 months. So if you do not have a Webull account yet, definitely check out their welcome rewards offer. Because have you heard, Webull just upsized their fund any amount deal where you can win rewards worth up to 3,000 US dollars. For new to Webull customers, the terms and conditions are rather straightforward. All you have to do, fund any amount and maintain that fund for 30 days. And you will get a total of 6 free shares, with each free shares ranging from 10 US dollars to 500 US dollars. You should know by now that Webull's wealth management tool, Moneybull, offers a stable yield return where you could get attractive returns on idle cash with low entry. You could deposit as little as 10 Singapore dollars or 10 US dollars to start, especially when the market is very volatile and hard to predict. Moneybull could help you gain more yield on your idle cash steadily over time. You can activate Moneybull via the Markets tab on the Webull app. Start enjoying yields on your idle cash and tell us what you like about it in the comments below. So if you want to win all these attractive rewards and use Webull for investing, sign up with my referral link down below or scan this QR code right here to get your Webull account today. Let's talk about my second cash strategy, and that is $18,000 into Moomoo Cash Plus. Now, I took part in the Invest Smarter campaign by Moomoo, whereby Moomoo will guarantee you 5.8% per annum guaranteed returns on the Moomoo Cash Plus, which is investing in the Fullerton SGD Cash Fund as well. But the only thing is that promotion will only last for an effective 30 days, which is very short. So after the 30 days is up, I will need to think of where to deploy the 80k. And for those of you who have not taken part in this Invest Smarter campaign yet, the maximum subscription is only $80,000. So anything more, you will not get the upsized 5.8% per annum return. So if you are looking at the daily returns on 80,000 Singapore dollars, you'll get around $8 daily on the Moomoo Cash Plus. And how it works for Moomoo is that you get your 3.7 to 3.8% per annum return on the Fullerton SGD Cash Fund, and then after the promotion period, they will pay out a lump sum of bonus that sums it up to 5.8% guaranteed return. So if you look at my screenshot here, I got an additional 120 over dollars, which is the bonus return. And if you want to look at the total returns after 30 days, we would take 5.8% multiplied by 80,000 multiplied by 30 divided by 365, which sums up to around $381 in total. And of course, if you do not have a Moomoo account yet, you could sign up with my referral link and get those attractive sign-up rewards worth up to 730 Singapore dollars. My final option is with UOB One, where I still park 100,000 of Singapore dollars inside their One account. And you all should be familiar by now because I've been talking about this strategy close to a year. You see, you just need to spend $500 on either of the credit cards like UOB UOB Evo, UOB Ladies, or UOB One credit card. But if you're not a fan of credit cards, then you could also use one of their UOB debit cards to perform those transactions and make sure they're above $500 to fulfill the spend criteria. The other thing is that you need to credit a salary of at least $1,600, and that is what I did every month. I just have to credit $1,600. But if it is difficult for you to ask the HR to change the bank account, then maybe you can come join our Telegram group at Honey Money SG. I think there are some tips that people shared, not by me, to go around this loophole of that 1,600 salary credit. So you can go and search for the past results on the Telegram chat. Anyway, another common question is, why is the effective interest rate only at 5% per annum when it's publicized at 7.8% per annum? Because you have to remember that 7.8% per annum is only applied from the tier between 75,000 to 100,000. Anything below 75k, you will not get a 7.8% return. So if you were to combine the first $100,000, the only effective rate that we are getting is 5% interest per annum. And then the other popular question is, why do some months have over $420 and some months even less at $410? I think you have to realize that it differs because of the calendar days within the month. For example, the current month of October has 31 days. And if you were to count the daily interest from UOB One account, we will have to take 5% multiplied by $100,000 divide by 365 days, which is around $13.70 per day. So for a 31 days month, you will get around $421. But if it's on a 30-day month, like last month in September, you only get a total of $411. So the difference is around $13.70 because of the difference in the number of calendar days. And if you were to ask what's my preferred card to pair with the UOB One account, I'll definitely pick UOB Evo, because if you look at UOB Evo, you could do mobile contactless transactions, you could also do online transactions, and both of these will earn you up to 8% cashback. But of course, the effective cashback is only like 6.67% because of the cashback cap being $20 per category. So how I usually use this combo is that since you need to hit a minimum spend of $600 with UOB Evo card, with $600 on Evo, you will have fulfilled the $500 spending with the UOB One account anyway. So you need to hit that $600. You could do like $300 on mobile contactless and then add on the $300 of online transaction. Then you can hit the minimum spend of $600 and also get your max effective cashback of $40, which is also why if you take $40 divided by the $600 spend, the effective cashback is only 6.67%. But of course, if you are not a fan of cashback cards, then you should also try out UOB Ladies card, because now men could also apply for the UOB Ladies card. Like myself, I applied for the Ladies Solitaire and I chose dining and travel as my selected categories. And now if I go any restaurants or pay for any travel spend, I could get 6 miles per dollar up to $3,000, which is pretty good. But if you're only eligible to apply for the Ladies Pink card, that is not too bad too, because you will still get that 6 miles per dollar, albeit at only one selected category, and also the maximum of $1,000 of credit card spend on the bonus category to get that 6 miles per dollar. So yes, here is my current cash strategy for the month of October. If we look at $138,000 in Webull, and then $80,000 in Moomoo, and also $100,000 in UOB One. I think for UOB One and Webull, we are kind of fixed. So there's around $200,000 till the end of the year. For Moomoo, I will have to think of a new strategy, like after the promotion period is over, and then I'll update you guys again on what's my next move. But like I said, for the UOB One account, if you're a fan of cashback credit cards like UOB Evo, then definitely check out this video where I discuss other good cashback credit cards that you could use to help you optimize your spending within the credit card game.